The Sequoia TRD Pro truly dominates the space. From the massive Toyota grille to the integrated lighting, this vehicle means business.
Looking closely at the front three-quarter view, the aggressive stance is clear. These tires and the suspension travel suggest serious.
The intricate design of the LED running lights forms this sharp L shape, and when the turn signal activates, you get this vibrant amber sequence, really modern.
Here we have the rigid LED fog lights. The housing feels incredibly sturdy, as does this hexagonal grille mesh.
Let's look at this bold, raised hood scoop. My hands are tracing the lines here, and if you look closely, you can just make out what it is. The integration here is seamless. Notice the texture on this technical camo vent. It's a high quality,
As you can see, this bright red TRD skid plate is complemented by the heavy-duty suspension and axle, emphasizing its off-road capability. Centered here is the license plate holder. Above it, the integrated LED bar provides excellent visibility, and these heavy-duty red tow hooks are incredibly solid. The ground clearance on this Sequoia is impressive, especially with these knobby tires. The redesigned grille here is robust and functional. The stance is aggressive, highlighted by these black 18-inch TRD wheels. And these aren't just for show, the rugged rock sliders are built tough.
the boxy upright silhouette of the SUV. The roof rails are visible on top. The black fender flares contrast with the... Taking a closer look, you can see the bright red upper control arm clearly stamped with the TRD logo right here. The coil springs are spotless. The gloss black fender flare meets the gray body panel right here. The studio lights really highlight the precision in the paint. This feels incredibly solid.
Moving inside, we have the TRD specific wheel. Notice the red stripe at 12 o'clock. And down here, the auxiliary switches provide quick access to the digital cluster. Look at the tread depth here. The wide body cladding is tough, and these side steps, you can tell they're built to last with this textured grip. And just unscrew it like this, and when you put it back, you'll simply tighten it until you hear that single click, as instructed right here. Yes. The attention to detail is incredible. They've stamped TRD PRO directly into the metal, not just a sticker. And this...
Turning our attention to the rear, you'll notice the blacked out Toyota lettering here on the garnish, and down on the lower left, the Sequoia badge.
The build quality is evident in the raised lettering and the electrodrive plate. This right here is the iForce Max badge, confirming the hybrid engine option. As we move up to the rear glass, note the integrated spoiler. Inside, the dome light illuminates the spacious second and third row seating. Right below the Toyota badge here, you'll find the integrated rear view camera. Notice how the lens is slightly recessed to help protect it from the elements. As we look underneath, the single polished exhaust routes around the spare tire. Here's the rear differential housing and the suspension components.
Here we have the full-size spare. The yellow stripe indicates it's unused. The exhaust is routed neatly alongside it, and as you can see, it's securely mounted.
Sure. So this particular model features the Bommarito dealer engraving here. And if we activate the signal, you'll notice the gingers. The camera tracks the roof, highlighting the integrated rails. As I feel the surface, the structural ribs are quite prominent.
The integrated spoiler here houses the third brake light, a very clean design element. And moving down, the rear wiper housing is compact and neatly tucked away. As you can see, even with the third row up, we still have ample storage here. The shelf system is incredibly sturdy, and this rubber mat is...
So examining the materials, we have this soft carpet on the wheel well, contrasting with the very hard plastic of the shelf. And these metal tie downs feel sturdy.
Investigating the side panel here, we open this compartment. As you can see, it's illuminated by this bright LED, very practical.
Even in the third row, you get adjustable headrests and this massive sunroof. Plus, passengers can control their comfort with these dedicated vents.
And for the rear passengers, we have these integrated manual sunshades. They pull up smoothly and latch securely at the top.
Now let's look at the storage utility. These boxes fit snugly, but there's actually much more depth to this cubby than it appears.
Tucked away in the door cubby are these essential accessories. We have the charging cables here, and notably, the official part number clearly visible on the label.
And over here in the trunk, you'll find a very useful feature, a standard 120-volt AC power outlet right here on the sidewall. Just press the latch and it snaps right open.
Next to the 12-volt outlet here, we have the controls for the third row. Simply press and hold, and as you can see, the seats fold completely flat with the touch of a button.
So the rear glass opens independently, and the mechanism is tucked neatly into the trim. The build quality feels very solid right here.
One touch of the button initiates the closing sequence. It moves smoothly and finishes with a secure latch, just like that.
Now looking at the rear, the integration of the spoiler and these distinctive light clusters is seamless. The build quality
Clear. The Sequoia lettering here on the door is prominently displayed, contrasting sharply with the vehicle's paint. And these gloss
As you can see, the paintwork is flawless. Moving down to the running boards, the integration is seamless and very sturdy.
The liner is securely fastened, as you can see by these bolts. The rugged tread is impressive, and the suspension travel.
Moving down to the rock sliders, you can see the distinctive cutouts and the rugged textured coating. It feels incredibly sturdy.
This hood scoop isn't just for show, it's fully functional. And as you can hear when I tap the grille, the build quality here is absolutely solid, ready for anything you throw at it. To the left of the wheel, we have the controls for the automatic high beams and the odometer. And these are your 6 auxiliary switches, pre-wired for whatever you need.
Taking a closer look at the front wheel, you can see the distinctive red TRD branding. And as we move to the sidewall,
And here's the upper control arm with the TRD lettering. The ball joint and steering knuckle are clearly visible, showcasing the robust design of this suspension setup. To open the hood, you simply reach underneath here. It's a slightly recessed latch. And then we can lift it up to reveal the engine bay. It's a very busy engine bay. You have the twin turbo V6 tucked away under here and these prominent orange lines for the hybrid system. Let's get this strut in place.
here we have the underside of the hood. The sound insulation is clearly visible, wrapping tightly around the sturdy metal latch mechanism. The front end design is certainly aggressive. You can feel the texture of the Heritage grille. And down here, the sound system is branded JBL, as indicated by this badge. I'm running my hand over the grille and the surrounding rugged plastic, noting the fit and finish.
As we move up the panel, you'll find the window and mirror controls. Note the precise feel of the switches. The red stitching is a nice detail.
The tactile quality is excellent. The turbine vents move with precision, and these metal toggles offer a very satisfying click when engaged. The build quality on the fuel filler cap is exceptional. Notice the weight and the precise machining on the thread.
Sliding my hand down into the gap here, you can feel it's quite deep. They've designed this lip specifically to prevent your phone from falling straight through. Adjusting the airflow is effortless. There's a satisfying weight to the mechanism, confirming that premium build quality. Moving to the fuel door, the panel gap is exceptionally tight. The gloss on this metallic blue finish really pops under the studio lights. And with a press of this button right here, the steering column telescopes out and tilts upward, giving you full control over your driving position. Good. These multi-directional power seat controls are excellent. You can precisely adjust the seating position, ensuring optimal comfort. Moving to the center console, we have this beautifully finished padded leather with contrasting red stitching. The mechanism opens with a satisfyingly smooth action.
Up on the roof console, you have the controls for the LED lighting, and the shade slides back smoothly to reveal the panoramic sunroof.
The perforated leather here allows for excellent ventilation, and this subtle camo pattern is actually quite distinct when you see it up close. As we step inside, the cabin layout is dominated by this massive infotainment screen. The blue ambient lighting highlights. On the passenger side, note the textured trim and the prominent Toyota badge. This storage shelf is quite useful, and the glove box opens smoothly like this. This is the heart of the cabin, the steering wheel. We have the standard Toyota emblem here, and down below, the distinct red T. The gauge cluster is fully digital, showing your speed and gear selection clearly. And this bright red TRD button is a nice touch. Turning the drive mode selector here, and as you can see, the digital cluster provides a sharp animation of the Sequoia as we switch into Sport S Plus mode.
As we lift the hood, you can see the insulation mat designed for sound dampening. The hydraulic struts make this heavy hood feel almost weightless.
As we pan across the engine bay, you can see the minimal cover exposes quite a lot of the mechanicals. These bright orange cables indicate the high voltage system. Now let's look at what's powering this beast. The attention to detail here, from the polished chrome to the carbon fiber accents, is simply stunning. Right below the embless here, you can see the sensor for the adaptive cruise control. It's seamlessly integrated into the grille design.
The illuminated taillights have a precise feel. And as we move down, these dual chrome exhaust tips emphasize the wide planted stance of the vehicle. Underneath the main floor panel, which lifts easily like this, you have this deep secondary compartment for added versatility.
The build quality here is excellent. Tapping the muffler, you hear that solid resonance, and tracing the suspension arm, the finish on the tailgate is superb. And as you can see, the TRD Pro is clearly stamped right here. Notice the attention to detail on the door jamb welding. Now, this integrated side step isn't just for show, it's essential.
As you can see, the rear door opens quite wide, making ingress very easy. The tan leather here is, the cabin materials are top notch. I particularly like the tactile feedback from this gear shifter and the responsiveness of the main display. The attention to detail, like the contrast stitching here, really elevates the cabin. The steering wheel offers, while the exterior is aggressive, the interior is all refinement. Just feel the precision on this stitching. It's clear they didn't cut any corners.
The aggressive lines on the fender aren't just for show, they're perfectly integrated. And the tactile feel of this rubber compound suggests excellent road holding. Moving inside, the cabin feels incredibly open. And tapping the B-pillar here, you really get a sense of the structural rigidity.
The quality of the leather here is exceptional, and the seatbelt mechanism feels very secure. The doors close with a...
The tactile feedback from these materials is very positive. The weather stripping provides a tight door seal.
As you can see, the doors open wide, emphasizing the width. The spare tire is mounted securely underneath.
The build quality here is evident in the door action. It opens smoothly, providing excellent access to the rear seats.
As you can see, the rear door opens wide, and watch this. The retractable side steps deploy automatically for easy access.
The tactile feel of this carbon fiber trim is remarkable. And when you close the door, the sound is incredibly satisfying, very solid.
Tapping the connect button here on the Apple Music interface, as you can see, we still have this persistent connection error.
As we press the start button, the new digital display comes alive with a crisp animation of the Sequoia and the prominent Toyota logo. Tapping the off-road menu brings up the inclinometer. These digital gauges show your live pitch and roll data, essential for navigating uneven terrain.
The integrated JBL speaker is one of the standout features. It pops right out of the dashboard like this, so you can take your music with you.
The JBL unit integrates seamlessly right here on the dash. Just align it and push until it clicks.
Let's test the responsiveness here. The system handles swipes and taps with zero lag. Now, selecting this point of interest immediately brings up the detailed view.
By engaging the toggle here, the mirror activates the rear camera feed, offering a clear, unobstructed view of the road behind you.
By pressing these buttons underneath, you can cycle through the brightness levels. And this one here adjusts the camera's tilt for a better view of the rear.
Moving up to the sun visor, you'll notice the integrated LED vanity lighting. As I slide the cover open, it illuminates
The visor is easily detached from the center mount. And for side protection, it extends smoothly, offering excellent coverage against glare.
We simply push the extension back in, and then the entire visor clips firmly back into its original position.
The action of the visor is smooth and well dampened. It clips securely into the headliner, giving a very satisfying tactile feedback.
The details here are superb. They've integrated the Toyota badge perfectly with this high-quality carbon fiber trim surrounding it.
Moving to the center console, a precise click and the armrest lifts to reveal this deep, felt-lined storage compartment.
Let's look at the passenger seat. The pattern is clearly technical camo, and it looks completely unused.
And here we see the exposed mechanism. The build quality here is superb, very solid, with a satisfyingly smooth operation as it slides back. Here we have the upper part of the driver's seat. The ventilation perforations are clearly visible, and the red stitching contrasts sharply with the black leather. The first thing you notice is this beautiful red TRD stitching. The leather here is incredibly soft, and the feedback from the buttons is very satisfying.
There it is. The large screen dominates the cabin, seamlessly integrated into the dash. And right here, the prominent...
As you can see, the digital cluster provides real-time pitch and roll data. When I turn the dial here, watch how the graphics react instantly. And with the press of this button right here, we engage sport mode. Listen to that throttle response.
Taking a closer look at the front three-quarter view, the sheer presence of this vehicle is undeniable. The grille design.
As we move to the front angle, you can see the distinctive bright amber marker lights.
Here's the 360 camera view. By swiping the screen like this, we can rotate the high-fidelity 3D rendering of the vehicle in real time.
Tapping this icon switches the display to the rear view camera, as you can see here.
By tapping here, we activate the front camera. Notice the clarity and these dynamic predictive lines showing the vehicle's path.
So if we come over here to the color palette, we can select the racing green option. As you can see, the transition is seamless and the color.
And as you can see, the materials back here match the front exactly. We also have this integrated manual sunshade and a solid cup holder down here. The action here is incredibly smooth. Listen to that satisfying click as the latch disengages and it springs right back into place. As you can see, the cushioning is excellent. And this center armrest, finished with the same red stitching, feels incredibly solid. To get into the back, simply lift this lever and the entire seat folds and slides forward, opening up the access way to the third row. Moving to the cargo area, the plastic paneling here feels robust, and the speaker grille integration is seamless with a solid feel when tapped.
To access the third row, simply pull this strap. As you can see, the seat folds flat and then tumbles forward, creating a wide walkway.
Once the second row is tumbled forward, you can see the mechanism right here. This creates a completely flat load floor all the way across the back. It's incredibly robust. As you can see, tumbling the second row creates a wide opening. We measured the space, and it's certainly sufficient for an adult to access the third row.
Taking a closer look at the sill plate, we have this hard textured plastic with the embedded Toyota logo. The rubber floor mats here are thick and...
Moving to the rear, the quality of this leather and the contrast stitching is superb. Even the seatbelt action is smooth and reassuringly solid. Lifting the center armrest here reveals these dual cup holders and this felt-lined storage compartment. A very nice touch.
To secure the seat, simply lift this lever here. The metal latch clicks firmly into place, ensuring everything is locked down.
The deep channels here are designed to catch any debris. It's a very sturdy, rubberized texture, and the fit along the edges is precise. This is the grab handle on the B-pillar. It really aids entry into the vehicle. The trim here is a durable dark gray plastic.
A view of the back of the front seat. There is a mat pocket. The leather is smooth.
Focusing on the JBL grille here, the materials feel high quality, and as you can hear from the tap, it's solidly built into the door panel.
The lower door pocket includes this integrated bottle holder. The material here is a grained, textured plastic, which feels solid to the touch.
The rear vents here have a satisfying click to them, very precise. And down here we have both USB-C and the traditional USB-A ports for charging.
And a single press here turns on the main cabin light. As you can see, it's a very crisp, bright white LED. The headrests themselves feel quite robust. You can hear that solid mechanism as we adjust the height. The cushioning is firm but comfortable. Taking a look at the third row footwell, the biggest issue is these prominent seat tracks, which severely limit the available space. It's a very tight squeeze. The weather stripping here is incredibly substantial. This is exactly what you want to see for superior noise isolation.
Now look at this cargo space. Tumbled forward, the second row allows for impressive depth and a completely flat surface right up to the front seats.
The perforated leather here feels quite premium, and if we press this button, the cup holders deploy smoothly. They feel solid, not flimsy at all.
The seatbelt integration is very clean. Notice the precision of this red contrast stitching following the path here. Here in the back, we have the climate controls. You can adjust the fan speed here and the temperature right here. Below that, you'll find the dual USB-C ports for charging. The gloss paint is flawless, and the mechanism itself feels incredibly robust, engaging smoothly right there.
The tactile feedback here is exceptional. The spring resistance is perfectly weighted, very satisfying engagement.
And another look at the rear all-weather floor mat. It fits perfectly in the footwell.
The rear seats feature this beautiful perforated leather. The red stitching here is incredibly precise and the cushioning is just right.
And to fold the rear seats, you simply pull this release strap. As you can see, it drops down smoothly, creating a near flat load floor.
The seat mounts here are well concealed by this textured plastic trim. As you can hear when I tap it, the fitment is solid, minimizing rattles.
The sliding cargo tray extends effortlessly on these tracks. It locks securely in place, providing easy access to all your gear.
Here we have the cargo hooks, which snap out very securely, and just above, this bright LED light illuminates the entire area efficiently.
Well, this is the cargo area with the second row folded. Notice how my hand glides right over the seam, creating a perfectly flat and surprisingly sturdy load floor.
As you can see, space is abundant, but it's the tactile quality of the materials, like this premium leather.
The gloss black finish is excellent. Taking a closer look at the panel gap, it's incredibly tight. And when we test the handle mechanism, the plastic surround has a subtle texture, which is a nice touch. And the latch mechanism itself feels incredibly solid with a satisfying click.
Here's a final look at how the floor mat fits around the seat rails. As you can see, it is precise and covers the carpet very well.
Even wearing thick work gloves, the steering response is precise, and these console buttons are easily accessible.